Okay, guys, focus up. We need some more sketch ideas.
Can we do another one about Dora?
No, Zach.
Dang it.
Are we gonna do another political sketch this year?
If we do that, can't play Hillary Clinton.
No one cares about Hillary anymore, Bryce.
Wait, another political sketch? Did we even have one last year?
Remember Twitter?
Huh?
Dude, the one with the bird. You played Donald Trump.
No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, he was like,
Yes, we know.
but he said.
We know.
Well, I think we should do one this year.
We could do a sketch about illegal aliens, except they're actually aliens.
Let's do one about Twitter, guys.
Bryce, were you not just listening?
No, not at all.
Are you serious? You realize we were just talking about the sketch we did last year, called Twitter.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Do a sketch about Nancy Pelosi?
It's fancy for us.
Or we could do one about Scotland.
The caravan?
How about the national shutdown?
No.
Okay, you know what? Executive decision. I think this year we should probably not do a political sketch.
guys?
Zach, shut up. There's just too much going on, and all the jokes have already been made.
Guys?
Zach.
Okay, so this year, no political sketches. Agreed?
Guys, you should really see this.
What, Zach?
Comedy club show just started, so the audience.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that.
Welcome to the 2019 Comedy Club Show!
And thank you for coming out tonight. We love sharing our sketches with you, but please keep a few things in mind.
All sketches are written by the students and for the students and are not meant to offend, although they may.
Please do not take any flash photos. They are known to distract the freshmen, and of course,
Zach.
Also, please silence all cell phones and refrain from conversation during the show. If at any point you or your child begin crying, please go to the hallway.
And with that, enjoy the show. Hello. Welcome to Mystic Myrtle's fortune-telling tent.
and you must be Myrtle.
No, actually, I'm just Clancy. Myrtle is actually out today due to unforeseen circumstances. She was in a bear attack.
Look, I don't really care. I'm here for a love reading. See, my wife's really mad at me. I forgot her anniversary again, and really put me in a bad spot. You know, marriage counseling is just way too expensive.
I understand. So, in order for us to do a compatibility reading, I'm going to need both of you and your wife's birthdays. So, when were you born?
November 13th. Is there a problem here?
You're a Scorpio. We do not serve Scorpios here.
Sorry, what now?
We do not serve Scorpios, period. All of you guys are evil, dark beings of the night who could literally kill without a second thought. All Scorpios are douchebags. It's in the cards. Alright, let's see. What's your wife's sign?
She's a Gemini.
Oh my god! A two-faced, backstabbing cheater! You're so emotionally distant, she's probably cheating on you right now!
They are?
Yes! Yes!
Oh my god!
Go now and file for divorce before she runs off in the night with Leo lover.
Hold on, a Leo? My brother's a Leo!
She's cheating on you right now with him.
Oh my god.
The cards are speaking to me. She pregnant?
How did you know?
How far along is she?
3 months!
It's not yours, it's not your brother's either. I already told you to go file for divorce.
What the hell am I supposed to do about...
I told you. What? I don't know what else to say. I can't look into the future. What do I look like?
A fortune teller?
I guess I am.
throw away 10 years of marriage? Fine, good, okay. Can I at least keep a dog?
Alright, well, what's the sign?
A Virgo?
No! All Virgos are scum!
Are you kidding me?
Might as well sit down. Honestly, if you're not an Aquarius, why'd you even bother? Alright, now pay and leave. I need to clean this place up of your negative Scorpio energy.
Who am I supposed to do?
I said pay and leave. Get, go, get.
All right, man, hand him the wallet now.
No, please! I haven't unlocked all the characters in Smash! Have mercy.
Nice.
Spare my life. What? Thanks. All right, Alpha Team, listen up. Our allies are stationed at the southern border, so we advance towards the western border and cut off their supply of resources. It won't be easy, but we fight for the glory! The glory of being the reigning team at this fine dining and gaming establishment. Batteries loaded.
Sir, yes, sir.
Make sure to aim for the sensors on their chests. You'll have a higher hit rate.
Sir, yes, sir!
One more thing. Franklin!
Sir, yes, sir.
Dude, can your mom pick us up after this? My mom has to take my little brother to soccer practice.
Sir, yes, sir.
Excellent! All right, men, advance! I'm sorry! I promised my wife I'd make it back alive!
Oh, I see how it is. Your Minecraft girlfriend is more important than our friend.
Look out!
All right, we got him, ladies. Move out!
Franklin, don't do this to me, dangnabbit!
Captain,
What is it?
tell my mom. The dinner last night sucked. She should have gotten Papa John's, like I said. Not DiGiorno's.
I swear, man, I will avenge this and keep our title. Ah! Just keep pushing!
Is she okay?
It's okay! I'm a doctor! Now what about the push? Oh! It's a boy!
It's a beautiful baby boy.
Let me just cut the cord. He's all yours, Mom! What? It's a girl!
Hi class, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Rainbow. Today we'll be presenting our mean-acts in the class. Now reminder, I don't want to see any headphones, pencils, or anything unoriginal in your presentation. Alright, Jimmy, you're up first.
Hi, my name's Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
And I'm a senior, and I brought this cool photo of a dog.
Is it your dog?
No.
Right, keep going.
And I have my shoes because I walk.
Anything else?
No.
Right, next is Susan.
Yeah?
You're next.
Funny thing, I brought my rabbit with me to present. I don't know where she is. Can I go tomorrow?
You brought your, and now she's, you didn't bring anything else?
I mean, I didn't have any room for anything else in my bag once my rabbit was in there.
Fair enough. Try and find her and we'll see if we have time to get you in class.
Okay.
Next is Ryan.
Present.
Are you ready to present?
Sure. I brought my favorite ride.
What's special about it?
Looks cool, I guess.
Fair enough.
I also brought this CD because I love music.
Alright.
And I brought my Lucky Rabbit's book. Alright guys, I know things have been really tense between you two lately, but I really appreciate you guys being here. Our actors dropped off last minute and our show's next week.
It's really no problem, Scott. Some of us know what it's like to be there for other people.
Thanks, Becky.
You're welcome, Chad.
Anyway, you both know the premise of the scene. Becky, your character is trying to flirt with Chad's character, but you're like really nervous.
Oh, I wonder why I would be nervous.
Becky! Your conscience will be played by Caden, and he'll be trying to help you along the way.
That sounds wonderful, Scott. Have I told you that you look wonderful today? Did you get a haircut? It looks really nice. I like a man that keeps himself groomed.
Really?
No offense, Katie, you look wonderful.
Alright then, let's start then.
You're trying to get with that?
Yeah.
Look, sweetheart, you're no looker, okay? But that dude, you're way out of his league.
Thanks, but I'm doing this with or without your help, so do me a solid.
Fine, let's do this.
Oh, hey, Darren! Didn't see you there.
Becky, what the hell was that?
Alright, cut! Cut! I creep. What the hell was that?
Come on, you literally just...
Let's just run it from the top, okay?
Okay, that sounds great. Chad, this time don't mess up your lines, okay?
Whatever you say, Becky.
Alright, action!
You're trying to get with that?
Yeah.
Look, sweetheart, you're no looker, all right? But that dude, you're way out of his league.
I know, but I'm doing this with or without your help, so do me a solid.
Fine, let's do this.
Oh, hey, Darren! I didn't see you there.
Alex, hey.
Remember, like our anniversary.
So, I saw you talking to yourself over there?
I was actually talking to my new boyfriend on this tiny Bluetooth phone beside my ear. He just got a job at Sunglass Hut like a real man, and...
Come on! Becky, what are you doing?
What? Is that not in the script? I guess I never got the edited version where you took out all the brooding, backstabbing man-children.
I swear to God, Becky!
I need both of you to take a second and chill out, okay?
Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's cool. I'm fine.
Oh, this again? The whole I'm fine thing? No, you are literally crazy. I'm out. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry I put you through that. It was only an after.
I know. I said it was okay.
I'm really sorry.
We know how he treated you. It wasn't great, honestly. I was relieved when it was over.
Me too. It was just hard just now, listening to him yelling at me again.
We know.
What do you think we brought you to here?
What?
We couldn't let that childish jerk get away with what he did to you.
We decided to take matters in our own hands.
What did you guys do?
You'll see soon enough.
Any second now.
Who the hell put a raccoon in my car?
Hello, everyone. Yet again, Apple has outdone itself. And let me hear you make some noise! Better than the Android crowd. Anyway, I'm here to present to you the new
big, it runs so smoothly, and the battery lasts all night long.
I love the new camera. It takes such clear pictures.
No, this tastes really bad.
That's because you're not supposed to eat it.
What part of the consumer do you not understand? That's what I thought.
Why are you still eating it?
Hey, free food's free food. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can't really vouch for this. There's like glass jars in it.
Security! Who the hell invited this guy again?
Hello, and welcome to the Channel 5 Free Broadcasting Network, where we give ordinary people the time and space to do what they want. Today we have
John Evans.
All right. And today he is selling things.
Uh-huh. We're gonna market some stuff.
That's what the show's about. It's for people to sell their old crap. Anyway, let's hand it to John.
All right, guys. Welcome to my show, John's Garage and Closet, where I sell old crap from my house. Mainly my ex-wife's crap, but hey, if she wanted it, she wouldn't have slept with my boss. Anywho, let's sell some stuff, but to help me is my son, Richard.
Just call me Dick.
What?
It's the nickname for Richard.
No! Hey, dang it, Richard, this ain't no Willy Wonka world. Anyway, just call 1-800-555-JOHN if you're interested in any of this stuff, you see. So let's start. Our first sound of the day is, I see, my ex-wife's wedding ring.
I think Mom wants that bad.
If she wanted it, she wouldn't have dropped it when she packed all her stuff late night and left you with me. Let's start it at, let's say, $100. Next item will be presented by my sister, Tracy.
My ex-sister-in-law's rabbit. But she forgot I was babysitting. $20. Or make her into a stew and keep a foot.
Dad, you can't give away Willie!
You named your rabbit Willie? I swear to God, Richard, if you go around naming things with those names, I'll leave you just like my dad did to me and his dad to him.
John, please, you're alive.
I'm not stupid, Ashley. Richard is pale and blonde. Blonde! Ashley, I'm Mexican! Anyway, let's continue. Our next item is a box of miscellaneous stuff. Now let's see, we have some handcuffs and shoot. Let's save this one for later.
Hey Dad, how about this box?
Wait, get over that!
Is this Mom's underwear?
Sadly, no. That's your mother's sister's. Let's sell it too. $5 per yard. Oh, you know what that alarm means?
No, we don't.
That's our special items, limited edition items. Tracy, bring it up. You see, my ex-wife Ashley thought it would be smart to freeze her ovaries or her eggs or whatever the heck frozen. So the thing is, I couldn't afford to pay for the storage, so I kept it in my freezer. The gift of flock, just $10 per egg. That's a big deal. Our next item, let's see. Here we have a box full of half-used lotion. Shoot.
Oh, can I have that, Dad? No reason in particular.
Sure, take it.
Amy left this in here.
Oh my gosh. It's a picture of Ashley. sell too. $3, let's say. It's got a nice frame, and you know, it's been hard. Ashley, I really did mean it when I said you were my last. And I just want you to know that I still love you. And no matter what you do to me, or who you date, or who you do in life, there's always a very large place in my heart for you. I just want you to know that you can still come back. Please, back to your son Richard. I still love you. I still love you.
Bro, you literally deserve it. You are a freaking mess.
But for now, I gotta join my boss.
All right, Nurse Jackie. What seems to be the problem?
Well, our patient has had chronic heart problems, and he has appeared to have suffered a mild heart attack.
Well, of course. I know just what to do. I'm a doctor after all.
Great! Well, we have him hooked up to all the proper machinery, and he seems to be back in stable condition.
Wonderful. Mind if I take a look?
You're the doctor.
Right on. Now, let's see here. Solid knees. Surprisingly strong jawline. Hey, check this out. It's got a birthmark shaped like a frog.
I don't think I should.
Oh, come on! Tell me I'm wrong. Well, it's right there. Well, I think his heart stopped.
Thank you for joining us at 13 Action News. I'm Tom Peterson, and today is the 4th annual Wine Tasting Festival. We have David Banks on the scene. David, are you there?
Thanks, Tom. I don't know why we're having an outside festival in the middle of January, but okay.
Maybe if your wife hadn't divorced you, you'd still know the feeling and warmth of love.
At least my wife didn't kill herself rather than spend another day with you. We have Kate here, a wine specialist, and she's going to show us some wine.
That's right. All right, so let's try this one first. This one is actually imported from Normandy.
Oh, sounds fancy. What year is it from?
1944, actually. It's from the beaches of D-Day.
Wait, what year is it from?
1944.
Oh, it kind of tastes like iron and sauerkraut and Aryan excellency.
We're pretty close. So we harvested the blood from the Axis powers and infused it into the bottle.
Oh, when you put it like that, it sounds delicious and healthy.
It's super good for you. All right, let's try this one. This one is more local. It's from New York.
Oh, that's great. Where specifically in New York?
We'll save that one for later. Let's show viewers some proper wine tasting etiquette. So in order to get like the full body of the wine, just dip your fingers in the cup right there, and just right under the nose. Tell me what do you smell?
I kind of smell bagels.
Oh, yup. What else do you smell? It's really. Yep.
Kind of like urine.
Cole, you're getting closer.
What?
Alright, now in order to get the full experience, you really just need to surround yourself in it.
I feel suffering and discrimination.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, the Stonewall Inn!
Yep, 1969 Stonewall Inn riots. We call it the Fruity Juice.
That sounds wonderful. Wow, things are really getting interesting here, Tom.
Sure sounds like you surround yourself a lot in fruity juice, David.
Just like you know how to lose your kids if they're unvaccinated. Back to you.
So I was hitting the racket, right? That's 2-minute bell. I gotta go, man. I gotta keep up my streaks.
Your streaks?
Yeah, streaks first. Getting the flash on time. Flash! I got 99 days. I can't lose this. Streaks. No!
Dude, your mom told me you were down here?
Which one?
Oh, the hot one.
Dude, come here. It's coming today, man.
What's coming today?
Remember how I saw that ad on Crunchyroll?
Wait, you didn't buy
A mail-order Barbie.
Oh, dude, she's so hot! Well, I had a Barbie doll when I was a kid.
Me too.
Oh man, so is she really life-size?
Yeah, and they say the technology is so advanced it's like talking to a real girl.
Oh, dude, she's so hot. Man, there's nothing hotter than a hot, blonde android with a nice pair of, you know what I mean? Knees! Oh!
Finally, a woman that'll treat nice guys like us right.
Well, I know, man. We respect women and treat them like human beings, but they just want to make out with some fuck jerk named Chad.
Barbie will be different, man. She's a real woman.
Oh, dude, is that the delivery man?
Yes. Go help me bring her in.
So, how do you turn her on?
Man, if I knew how to turn on a woman, I wouldn't need a Barbie.
I'll just look it up then.
I wonder.
It says here there's a switch on the back of her neck. Brian! Back of the neck!
Hi there, I'm Barbie. What's up?
Cool.
Good day, Barbie. My name's, Brian.
Hi.
Brian.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, dude, you suck this. Hold on. Let the real man talk to her. Hey, Barbie. Heard from my dumb friend. I'm Keith. It's lovely to be graced by your lovely presence on this fine summer evening.
Hi.
Keith.
I'm Barbie. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm just admiring that nice tight jumpsuit you're wearing.
Cool. Did you know that the furthest frog
Jump.
ever recorded is 33 feet and 5 inches?
I'll show you something that's fun.
I'm sorry, Barbie. My friend Keith here gets severe anxiety when talking to girls.
Cool. Did you know that 40 million adults in the U.S. suffer from
Anxiety.
every year?
That's so cool. You know, Barbie, you look smoking hot today. I just thought you'd like to hear that from a fine gentleman such as myself.
Cool. Did you know that 443,000 Americans die annually from
Smoking.
Man, does she say anything other than stats?
I think we need to give her better buzzwords. Barbie, I'd like to take long walks on the beach with you. I want to be your boyfriend.
Cool. Did you know that me and my
Boyfriend.
Ken have been together for 58 years?
What? Barbie has a boyfriend? I didn't know she was such a slut.
Cool. Did you know that the average
Sloth.
sleeps 6 hours a day?
Not sloth, you stupid trollop. Slut. This is why your kind doesn't deserve paid maternity leave.
Cool. Did you know that the U.S. government only requires 6 weeks of unpaid?
Maternity leave.
Oh, now she listens. Because she's also a feminazi scum.
Oh yeah, she's just like all those other girls with their Barbie lipstick and look like Michael B. Jordan.
Turn her off.
Cool.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Yeah, we were so nice to her. And then of course she treated us like trash because we're not as conventionally attractive as that Ken guy.
Don't worry, man. We're too We know stuff.
Yeah, I never want to look at her again.
She's not even that hot.
You want to post pictures of her on the internet for clout?
Yep.
Just got into shredded cheese. It's pretty great. I would juggle, but I don't have the balls to do it. Saturday and Sunday are the strongest days. The rest are weekdays. Did you hear the thing about deaf people? Neither did they. A French man was trying to get me to smoke. It was peer pressure. My dealer's name is T-Rex. He's a small arms dealer. Yeah, the cards are blank. I just have this one memorized. That's it. The only difference between me and a calendar is that a calendar has dates. I've been reading a story called Opaque. It's very unclear. What kind of monkey can fly? A hot air baboon. Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks. I just learned that "arg" isn't even like a word. I can't express how angry I am. Segues are weird. I hate acting. That's why I was only in one skit and I just walked on with a dolly and I just pushed her on and I didn't say one word. And that all stems from 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, they were having the Wizard of Oz. And, you know, as an avid dog lover, I was like, all right, I'll just be Toto for that show, you know, the manliest thing I could possibly do at that point in my life. So I walked in to the casting director and I was told, all right, show me your best bark. So I told her, bark. She stared at me and I stared at her. I thought I had just done the best performance of my life. You know, starting acting, I did great. So she said, you want to try that again? I was like, yeah, of course. I already did perfect. What else could go wrong? So I told her again, bark. It did not hit me. So, I mean, in the end, I ended up getting casted as midget number 1. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm a midget that much. So you know how that turned out. Also, I wore tights during that. And so, you know, I showed up to the show, said, hey, here's my man card. I won't need that for the next 5 years. I'm wearing tights and I'm midget number 1 in Wizard of Oz. Other than that, what's weird is deaf people protests. Like, can you imagine that? Like, what do you want? Hearing aids. When do you want them? Hearing aids. Like, how is that gonna go down? I don't understand that. Or they're just gonna make some sign language in the building like, screw you, you're not giving what we want. No. I don't know about that. Another great thing is dads driving with their knees. Like, I don't understand that. There's, all right turn real quick. Perfect. Got it. All right. I don't understand how my dad can make such a U-turn intricate with his knee. He just, all right, we're gonna go all the way around. All right, there you go. Or the left turn signal, okay, and then we're gonna turn left, perfect. Or just, I'm gonna put it in park there, perfect, and we're done moving. So yeah, thanks for that. That's the end of my stand-up. Thanks for having me.
You can call me Claire! Who just broke up with a long-term boyfriend. On the rebound! Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Claria?
Okay, I'm Claire. I'm a Pisces. I work in nursing, and I like long walks, like the ones I used to take with Ian.
That's enough about the girl of the hour. Let's move on to our lovely bachelor. As you can see, she cannot see her love to be. She must ask each man a series of questions before she guesses who she'll go out on a date with. Why don't you ask our stunning contestant number 1 a few things?
Okay, contestant number 1. What's your zodiac?
Well, I'm an Aries.
An Aries, really? That's funny. Ian was an Aries. Okay, what's your favorite animal?
Dogs?
Dog! Oh, that's funny, because Ian was born in the year of the dog. Okay. What's your political leaning?
Libertarian?
Libertarian? Ian wasn't a libertarian, but he didn't know how taxes worked either.
Move on, sweetheart. Don't have all day.
Okay, contestant number 2, Mr. Lady Pants. Okay, if we were hypothetically dating for 3 years, you wouldn't just hypothetically run off with my minivan and my pet snail on a hypothetically cross-country journey to the woods of Washington to go find Bigfoot and Ian! Bigfoot's not real, okay? You don't need to find his toes. They're not an aphrodisiac. Would you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're not gonna listen to me. That's new. Guy number 3.
And that's all the time we have.
I wasn't finished!
Well, that's too bad, sweetheart. Our time slot's almost up. And Steve Harvey's next. Pick one already.
Well, guy number 1's a libertarian, and contestant number 2 can't even show up on time, so contestant number 3. Ian!
Thank you, West Aurora staff, for attending this meeting, and to our student body representative, Annie Wu. Thank you. It seems like we're all here, except for Stern. He's probably still hobbling down from the D section. Anyway, we have a surplus of money, and we need to find a way of how to spend it.
I have a suggestion, Chuck. Why don't we bring back the official WA pop sockets? I think the students really love those.
Wonderful idea, Erica.
We could give the students pencils.
Not a bad idea, but I think we could do something cooler.
I got it! Official WA earbuds!
Perfect! What else?
Well, we could have a winter dance.
Oh, the students would love a winter dance, wouldn't they, Annie?
I'm just a little concerned about the success of the ticket sale.
That's okay. We can have the dance, sell the tickets, cancel the dance, and then when the students are too lazy to get their refunds, we can use the money to buy more Chromebooks.
Well, as great of an idea as that is, we should probably hear from Annie because she is our student body rep.
Agreed. Annie?
Actually, a lot of the students we were hoping that some of the water fountains could be fixed. A lot of the ones in the building don't work.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, if there's ever an issue, feel free to buy a water bottle from the vending machine. But make sure it's not during the school day.
Okay, we were also wondering if we could possibly get new hand dryers. A lot of the old ones in the B section are about as effective as lightly breathing on your own hands.
Hand dryers, schman dryers. We all know that West Aurora kids don't wash their hands.
Annie, your ideas are interesting, but they just aren't fun. Why don't we order 5,000 more pop sockets and another couple drones?
Oh, and some pencils.
Good plan. Miss Wu, I expect better from you next time.
stories of selflessness. Today we are joined by a man who not only 2 weeks ago was given 2 weeks to live exactly, but he was given a second chance when he was donated a heart from a dead man.
Now, Ben, tell us what your condition is that made it so imperative to take a heart from a dead man.
Well, yeah, you see, I was diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy, whatever that is, and the only solution was to get a heart transplant, so,
Well, lucky for you, Charlie Portman, father of 6, was tragically struck down in an accident while running a marathon.
Luckily, he didn't die immediately after the accident. Instead, he crawled in excruciating pain to the hospital, where they cut the heart out of his chest and donated it to those in need. Did you know Charlie at all?
Nah, I didn't know him all.
Well, that sucks for you, because by all accounts, Charlie was one of the greatest men to ever grace this planet. He was immensely loved by his children, all 6 of him. 6 of him, 6 of them, and by the church where he volunteered at constantly. And that church, in fact, held a vigil recently in his honor, where hundreds attended from all around the world as Charlie worked with orphans. Do you do any volunteer services, Ben?
Yeah, sure. I volunteer at the local soup kitchen and help feed the homeless.
Wow, which soup kitchen?
The local one.
Well, if you've lived here for more than 3 seconds, you know that there isn't any. Now, Ben was loved by hundreds, actually I think it's safe to say thousands, maybe even millions. As a veteran, Charlie did several tours, and he was actually the man who shot Bin Laden.
What?
Wow, that sounds like a real man. What do you do for a living, Ben?
Well, I sell vape pens out of my van. If you want some, it's 3 for $1, 4 for $50. So yeah, after the show, hit me up. I got you.
Well, are there any changes now that you've taken this dead man's heart and put it into your sad excuse of a body?
Okay, first of all, ouch. That hit me right here, man. Like, right here. Okay, second of all, nah, not really, because you see, I don't really see it as, is it Charlie? Yeah, Charlie's heart anymore.
Well, for you, it could be any dead man's heart.
No, not like that. I mean, like, if I had the opportunity, no, the privilege to thank him personally, I would.
Well, you can't do that, but we do have David Banks on the scene with Charlie's wife, or should I say widow, who now has to provide for 6 children on her own.
Thank you, Natalie. Did you hear that, Miss Portman? Real-life Frankenstein's monster is grateful.
Yeah.
Truly, a magical scene. Do you have anything to say to the woman who loved that heart so much before you snatched it from the love of her life?
Yeah, sure I do. I'm very, very grateful. Yeah.
You're leaving something out.
For the heart, thanks.
Did you hear that, Miss Portman? For your dead husband's heart!
I'm just so glad that Charlie's life got to serve another person instead of providing for our children and family.
That's so wonderful to hear, Miss Portman. This world has been blessed by wonderful hearts like yours and Charlie's. Be careful. People like Ben will be after yours next.
Hey, that was taking the chair too.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Wonderful man's heart was loved before being taken away by Ben. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Our next story is how the new kid in town, Tommy Malice, has impregnated nearly every teenage girl here.
He's impressive. He got my daughter.
Me as well.
You as well?
Me as well.
That's wonderful, Natalie.
know so well. There was a kid in the back of the class, and he kept coughing, and he kept distracting me, and I kept missing all my words, and it's all just a big mess, you know?
Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Julia.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Thank you all.
Now, pardon me. Is this the right room for hate speech, King?
Oh, yes, come on in. What brings you here?
Well, I just moved here from Alabama, and it's hard fitting in. Like, I feel I can't say my mind without people getting mad at me.
What's your name?
My name is Bradley Wattenberger.
I'm sorry about people insulting you. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, they seem really mad. Like, they're always calling me names and such.
Man, sorry to hear that. I think we felt that way before.
Yeah, most of the time you think people are mad, but just the rest in face, you know?
No, like I said, they were really mad. Like, calling me all these things. And
God, that must really suck. I'm so sorry.
What else is going on, Brad?
So there were these kids at my lunch table, right? I'm just not okay with it. You know, it just doesn't feel right.
I understand. There are mean people at my lunch table, too.
I just wish they could sit somewhere else, you know, like back in the good old days.
Yeah, I miss middle school too. You used to be able to sit with all your friends because you all had the same lunch period, but now you're lucky if you got 3 of them at your table.
Yeah, sure. And then, like, they're always making fun of my cool red armband that my mom made for me.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it's okay. I'm just so glad you came here. Together, I know we're gonna help you find the courage to speak up.
Yeah, it'll be no problem, buddy.
Thank you so much. It feels like I'm back in Alabama again.
No problem.
What's important to us is making a place where men, women, blacks, whites, gays, immigrants, heck, even freshmen feel like their voices heard.
What?
Hate Speech Team is a place for those of us with a fear of with speaking to people and social anxiety. We can find comfort and safety in our friendship and diversity.
We're so glad you're here, Brad.
Yeah, about that. Here's your stick. Yeah. I reckon I'm in the wrong room, you see, cause you know.
That was kind of strange.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, why would it just run out like that? Or unless maybe he thought this was...
He probably meant to go to Pride Club.
Sir, this note says give me all your coin rolls or else. You do understand that you are holding a hot glue gun, right?
Not messing around, lady. I had this thing charged. Way longer than instructions suggest.
Oh my god, they don't. I'm just a bank teller. They don't pay me enough for this. Sir, I can't just give you all of our coin rolls.
I said give me those coin rolls.
Freeze! This looks like a job for cat.
He's trying to steal your coins?
Yeah, with a pink hot glue gun.
Dude. Broski. You know that in like 10 years, coins are gonna be obsolete, right? Well, I'm a coin collector, you liberal.
What? Oh my, that is so lame.
Never mind.
Thank you for joining us at 13 Action News. I'm David Biggs, filling in for Tom Peterson, who was mysteriously missing after eating at his favorite diner at 11 p.m. last Tuesday. A recent survey shows that most Americans are confused on the laws about manslaughter. Here we have 2 specialists to help explain what is manslaughter and what is murder. Hello, lawyer Sue and Sergeant Buzzkill.
I ruined your joke 15 years ago, David. Let it go.
Debbie would have dated me if you didn't ruin my joke, okay? Anyway, I suppose you two know a lot about the specifics of the law.
Yes, I've worked on many cases involving manslaughter.
And I have seen many who claim their killings as accidental, well, in reality, it was premeditated.
Of course, it all comes down to examples. For example, if someone were to pull out of an Applebee's parking lot at 11 p.m. last Tuesday and hit a pedestrian while walking on the side of the road to his car, would that constitute manslaughter?
Absolutely. I think that far too many of these laws are written too ambiguously.
They're too confusing, aren't they?
They can be, but in the majority of most cases, guilt is going to be determined by specific context.
Yes. Context is important. For example, if a person were to hit a pedestrian while driving on the road at night, wouldn't it be argued the fault of Tom? I mean, the pedestrian for wearing a dark navy blue jacket? That's very hard to see.
That is certainly an argument that lawyers would make. Yes.
That's what I hate in my field. Some lawyers are very, very slimy. They can and will use legal loopholes to get their scumbag clients out of absolutely anything.
Great. You can even imagine proving the innocence of a driver who hit a pedestrian and dragged him under his car for 6 minutes before realizing that the sound he was hearing was not his music, but human screaming. Let's move on! Euthanasia is a big issue. If a person is in pain, let's say laying on the asphalt, gasping for breath, and bleeding out of both ears, isn't the humane thing to do is put this person out of their misery by, for example, grabbing a heavy rock and then dropping it on their head and just hit them repeatedly with it until they die. Sue, I see that right here. You have repeatedly defended cases involving euthanasia, and you claim you believe in euthanasia. You still stand by that?
Well, in some situations, of course, but the example you just provided does sound more like murder than euthanasia.
New topic. Children. Are they trustworthy? A new poll says that kids will actively snitch on their babysitters. I was a father once before the accident. And I know my daughter would have never said anything about the crimes I committed accidentally. So if you're hearing this marked white babysitter across the streets, maybe you can learn something from that. In breaking news, police are now raiding the house of famous TV reporter David Banks. The joke's on them. You won't find anything on me because it's all at Sergeant Buzzkill's house.
What?
Doctor, you might be wondering why I called you in today.
Is everything all right, boss?
Not exactly. You started here a week ago, and so I was looking at your report.
Impressive numbers, aren't they?
Not exactly how I would phrase it. There have been some, numerous, alarming reports from patients and certain family members, coworkers.
Such as?
Numerous accounts of negligence, unprofessionalism, and 12 instances of patient mortality. Doctor, you only had 9 patients this week.
What can I say? I'm an overachiever.
One of those accounts was a visitor who asked you for directions to the bathroom.
What exactly is it like?
Well, honestly, I don't have a clue how you became a doctor. You have no regard for the oath, act like a baboon, and don't have the slightest clue about the practice of medicine.
Okay, why would I need to know any of that?
Because you're a medical doctor.
Oh! I have a doctorate in education.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Then why are you working here?
Do you know how much teachers get paid in Illinois?
Understood. I look forward to having having you here, and keep up the great work. Thanks, boss. Yeah, I'm really put on this date tonight.
Yeah, me too. But before we go in, I told my dog about my best behavior, and he's not the best trained. He dropped out of obedience school about 3 weeks ago. He's going through this super rebellious phase. So expect anything tonight. Sparky, I'm home. Well, aren't you gonna say hi? Down. I said down! Unbelievable, you see what I mean?
Yeah, I sure see something.
So anyway, I was thinking, we could like watch a movie together.
Uh-huh.
But Sparky! Oh my god, sorry, he's just really destructive sometimes. So anyway, I was thinking like movies. What did I say about lighters? No knives. Sorry about that. Anyway, would you like to watch like a movie now, like maybe The Avengers or like a Batman movie? Those are really good movies.
Or maybe something scary like Tusk?
Yeah, I love that movie. This is Sparky. What? Look at the mess you made. That's a bad dog. It's a very, very bad dog. Hey, where'd you get those from? Oh yeah, haha, really funny. Go to your room, mister. I'm sorry, let me clean up the mess really quick. Sparky!
Hi there. Welcome to Plan G Abortion Clinic. What brings you here today? Well, I'm still in college. I'm financially unstable, and honestly just haven't been a mom yet. This was just a big accident. I understand. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Okay. So, do you know how far along you are? Yeah, it's 7 weeks. 7 weeks. That's a time when new mothers are blessed with the Lord's presence in the morning. You mean like morning sickness? Of course. Believe me, that's not a blessing. Of course it's not, sweetie. Okay. What kind of, services do you offer here? We have services every Sunday at 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Okay, but like what kind of services? Just a standard. Which is just the usual. So is it gonna be like an operation? Oh, no. We don't perform operations at this clinic. Wait, what? We rely on Plan G. Believe me, I've already taken Plan B and that did not work. So what's Plan G? Plan G? Plan God. Wait. What? Well, I'm sure you've heard our sister programs, Thoughts and Prayers Emergency Relief Team, and Pray the Gay Away Summer Camp for Kids. Well, here at Plan G Abortion Clinic, we focus on the use of prayer to perform abortions. No, hey, listen. I don't know if I can do this. I want this baby gone ASAP, and I really just can't leave it up to God's will, especially since I'm not even Christian. I'm Pastafarian! I can assure you that this clinic is effective. No, I really, to be honest, I'm told this is not the clinic for me. I'm sorry, I'm going somewhere else. Very well. Be on your way then, but be careful. The stairs outside get a little bit icy.
All right, guys, you need to talk to Charlie. This intervention is the last chance we have on setting him on the right path. Oh, look, here he comes.
What's going on here, guys?
Like, this is an intervention, man. We can't see you go down this path anymore.
What do you mean, man? What path?
You're drinking, Charlie. It's an issue.
Look, I don't drink alcohol. You guys know this.
Then, like, what's this?
It's my juice cleanse, man. What's wrong with that?
You're too healthy, Charlie. We need to go back to society standards. Overweight and likely to die of heart disease, man.
Like, we're so scared, buddy. Like, you've been sober for too long. You need to drink again.
Look, guys, I'm really glad that you care enough to come out here and do this, but you need to understand I'm better off now.
You're addicted to soberness, Charlie. What's this?
It's me running a marathon. It was just one.
Like, you make me so sick, man.
Look at you. You look like you haven't had a bad night's sleep in weeks. You have the posture of a telephone pole.
Like, your relationship is going so well, man. Like, too well. You haven't worn your wife beater in weeks.
You need to be a terrible father, man. Just like our fathers before us. Dude, those kids have had it too good for far too long.
Look, man, that sounds terrible, and you know it.
Like, do it for your kids, man. Like, how are they supposed to grow up without a father? With a father.
That's it, Charlie. You need to admit that you have a problem.
Okay. Maybe I haven't focused a lot on working out and eating healthy, but there's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's it. I didn't want to get to this level. Julie, bring it out.
Sweetie, I was looking through your underwear drawer, and I found this.
It's just tail!
You make me sick.
Like, who gave this to you, man? Your buddies at the gym? What happened to saying no to peer pressure?
Okay, fine, I've got a problem.
It's okay. We already burned down your gym, so you can never go back.
No, what? This dude was filling home to me!
Like, switch, man. How do you want to get to this level? Charlie, we have 57 different drugs in this, and we're going to inject them into your system right now.
Hi guys, that's the end of the show. Here's a really problem. So let me walk you through this journey of the 2018-2019 Comedy Club year. We started, I think, in October of last year, and we would meet and we would make each other laugh, and we didn't really have the show written until about 2 weeks ago. Our newest cast member joined 8 days ago. That's the Comedy Club way. We work our butts off and we make each other laugh and we scramble last minute, and this is the product. And we really hope you had a great time tonight. Every single sketch you saw was written by the students for the students. And without further ado, I would like to introduce all of the wonderful cast members of the show. I will start with myself. I am Anna Cherise. I am an officer. I am a senior, and this is my 4th year at Comedy Club. Another officer is Daniel Schwartz, who is also a senior and a 4th year member. Next we have Janelle Castro, who is a junior. This is her 1st year, and she is a Comedy Club legacy.
job down into more parts so the officers actually get to sleep. I haven't slept.
Do I look like I've slept?
No. Thank you for coming out tonight. I think Stern has a couple of words he'd like to give. But yeah, thank you all.
Take the stage at all after this. This is our 9th show, and I do that because I want everybody to know out here that this is a student thing. They write it, they rehearse it, they cast it, they come up with the props, they do everything. Now there's some years that I'm more proud of that than others, but nonetheless. But there are 2 things I wanted to mention this year, and one of them is in the back of the program, if you hadn't had a chance. There's a dedication to Brian Dworsky, who was one of the founding members of the club. Well, read the dedication. He was a fine young man, and we lost him last October. The second thing is, we finished the last rehearsal at about 6 o'clock. I decided I had time to run down to Jewel and pick up some flowers for Anna because she has done an inordinate amount of work in this thing. And tonight, when I watched the dress rehearsal, I told him, I very honestly and candidly, it was the best dress rehearsal I've seen in 9 years. And it's due to her hard work and her drive and desire and motivation and energy level, which has got to be about 0 by now. So everybody was involved, but there's kind of a first among equals, and I wanted to recognize Anna.
Put the lights up, Dane. I don't want them to see me cry. Thank you.